Hi, Tamara and Trina here in Burbank, California. I'm a business owner of Rockstar Dance Fitness, as well as founder of our nonprofit RS Confidence Academy and creator of Afro Caribbean Grooves Fitness. I'm letting you know how this whole situation with the pandemic has been going from the beginning. You wanted us to share our stories. One perspective that I haven't seen talked about much is the boutique fitness studios. We offer dance and fitness classes for adults and teens, as well as kids for our nonprofit program. We've been in a situation here in Burbank ever since March 17th. We received a call from the city that we could no longer have classes here. I immediately figured out, hey, what are we going to do? We don't have any other support. We're a small mom and pop business storefront here in Burbank, and we didn't have any other ways of figuring out how we were going to get support for our clientele. We have a customer base that pays for monthly memberships as well as training packages. And so immediately we were terrified that people would start asking for refunds for their classes, for their memberships, for the classes that they paid for. So I would love to honor all of our services and be accountable and have integrity in what we do here by providing great dance and fitness classes to really help everyone feel healthy and have fun, what we normally do here. So what we've ended up doing is immediately I said, hey, we got to get things going. We still have to provide a service. We started Zoom since March 17th, 2020. So we literally, it's May 26th right now. We've literally been Zooming for the last 2 months. Doing this, we've been able to offer classes to some of our students that want to participate online, but we found that everyone is not participating online. Even though we offer classes, we make it very simple for them. They can go online and take any of the dance classes. We offer an array of classes such as musical theater, hip hop, Afro Caribbean grooves, yoga sculpt, kickboxing, Zumba, so many different variety of dance and fitness styles. So we have some people that have taken advantage of that, but we've lost about 70% of our business. We've been trying to definitely keep our instructors paid as well by keeping them coming in, doing live Zoom classes. I myself am a fitness instructor, a personal trainer. I'm a mother of 2, of a 7 and 9 years old. So when this was all going on, I'm worried about homeschooling my kids. I'm also trying to market online for virtual classes now, not just regular dance and fitness classes, but virtual and live streaming, which is a whole different style of marketing. All of the advertisement that you had out there through Facebook and Instagram and Google and all of these different marketing platforms, you now had to switch your marketing platform to live stream online classes on demand or virtual classes. And so with being a busy mom, a busy entrepreneur, I'm trying to wake up every day, setting up the computer, purchasing equipment such as the camera and the laptop to use and the mic to use and learning up the audio setting and everything. It could be very stressful around this time. I always envy people when they say they have nothing to do. They're just hanging around the house drinking or eating or bored. I've been working my tail off even harder than before when we were open to the public. So I envy people that say they have been bored because I feel like I have been exhausted. Thank God I live about 5 minutes up the street from our studio. So I keep running back and forth to start the Zoom, to end the Zoom, start the Zoom, to end the Zoom meetings for all of our different classes for our instructors. When they mentioned that we would get some type of stimulus check and some help for small businesses, I actually was feeling a bit relieved because I knew that we already needed to keep going and providing these classes online so people wouldn't start wanting refunds and started wanting their money back, and we still had to pay for overhead. And we have been paying our rent, our light bill, our internet, our marketing services for people to check in online. We've been paying for all of our stuff that we would normally pay for business. So nothing has stopped as far as bills coming in. And when we heard about the small business loans that were coming out for the stimulus checks, we thought that that would be a relief. And a lot of people are talking about, stimulus checks, and they were talking about small business loans for the SBA. Now, when the first round came out, a lot of people discovered that they went out to a lot of the bigger businesses, and a lot of the businesses that got the money were like a lot of bigger companies. But what a lot of people are not aware of, and I hear them talk about how I'm a small business owner, I'm an African American small business owner, and I'm a female business owner. And they talk about having programs for small business owners as well as minority small business owners. Well, when you fill out the application online, there's a lot that they don't tell you, and we got denied any type of financial assistance. So a lot of times people think that because they're saying that they're helping and giving businesses money and financial assistance, well, we have not gotten barely anything. The sad part about it is we applied for one of the EDL loans. We got $1,000. That's not even enough to pay our rent for these last 2 months. I've been paying our instructors for doing their live stream classes, hoping that we would get some type of assistance, paying the rent, paying the light bill, paying the internet, paying everything as usual, hoping that we would get some type of assistance. A lot of our instructors are independent contractors. So if they're independent contractors, they only teach about 2-3 classes a week. I have a total of about 14 instructors, but they all teach different styles of classes, and they only come in about 2-3, some 4 times, 5 times a week. But they're all independent contractors, and so we pay them per class. What they don't tell you about some of these small business loans are some of the grants and the assistance that they say they have. A lot of these loans are not set up for boutique studios like ours, or even salons who may have people that rent out a booth space, or where we pay our instructors by the hour. If you apply for some of the online business support or some of the grants that they say that's out there, one of the things that asks you is for a W-3 form, which means that you have to have W-2 employees to show that you can get some type of financial assistance. Now, we filled out everything. We pay about $4,500 to $5,000 a month in payroll to our instructors. That doesn't include our rent. It doesn't include our electricity, our internet, our overhead, our marketing fees, or any of that. So when you put in all of your expenses, it takes that into account, but then it looks and it asks for all of your employees that are W-2 employees. But if you have independent contractor employees, guess what? You don't qualify and you don't get any assistance. Now, I know there's tons of businesses, not even tons, hundreds, thousands of businesses who operate like we do. We have independent contractors, instructors that come in and teach, and we pay them by the hour. But unfortunately, I have not seen, when we applied for any of the PPP loans, when we applied for the EDL loans, any of those small business loans, and the loans that they say that they have for minority business owners and small business owners out there, when you apply, you have to have W-2 employees. Most small businesses don't have W-2 employees because they are independent contractors. They're not working that many hours per week. And so we're not taking any taxes out of their checks. They are responsible for filing that on their own, as well as we don't provide any other state benefits or reporting because they're an independent contractor. And so the sad part about all of this is, we've been working really hard, and I know there's a lot of business owners out there. I look on my street here in Burbank, there's a Chinese restaurant that they're constantly doing delivery every day, like every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, someone's picking up food or they're delivering. They're able to make their money. They're able to get assistance because they have certain employees working at their restaurants, but they're able to continue doing their business because they're doing a lot of delivery and a lot of people doing pickups. We see the H&R Block. They've been open all this time since this pandemic has happened. I guess they're considered essential. There's a camera shop next to us. They've been closed. They finally just opened the last couple of days. I see businesses that have just shut down and closed around here for good because they can't survive with the whole pandemic, with the social distances. I'm here in California, and one of the things that's happening is they're saying that social distancing right now, they went through a phase 1 where some people can have certain access to maybe going to play golf or outside activities, or now they've opened up the beaches. And now they've opened up, at first it was curbside shopping for some of the shops, but you had to go pick up your items. Now they've gone into phase 3, where it's open to go in as long as you have your face covering. Now, by now we know that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, here in California, it's the law. You have to cover your face if you go into any public store setting. Understand that. And we are more than willing to abide by all of the rules of covering our faces. And we have small face covers that we find that you can still breathe in. Now, we're willing to do social distancing where we make sure that we only can have about 6 to 7 people in here at a time to do a fitness classes. No one has to touch anything. They don't have to touch anyone, because a lot of our classes are dance, fitness, or workouts where you don't need to touch any equipment. You don't need to touch anybody. You don't need to come in contact that close because you're in your own space, moving around, doing your workout. And what I'm really sad about and frustrated about is that I love our governor and he's been doing an excellent job. But what I find is that there's nothing that has been done for people like us, where they have not opened up our businesses. We've been trying our best. Like I said, we've been live streaming since March 17th. But the problem with that is not everybody feel comfortable live streaming. So we've lost about 70% of our business, but we're still paying 100% of our expenses through our business. We're still paying our rent. We're still paying everything, electricity, overhead, and even paying more for marketing, because now you have to market in a different category of virtual online classes, as I mentioned earlier. And so the frustrating part about this, here in California, I'm here in Burbank, we still cannot open our doors. We still have to be close to the public, and we're doing our best with our live stream classes, but with no government assistance, with no small business assistance. We don't qualify for any small business loans, grants, or anything, because once you fill out the paperwork, if you don't have W-2 employees as a small business owner, you do not qualify for any assistance from your state or government. So I have not received any stimulus check. I have not received any small business assistance. I am a small business owner. I am a minority business owner, and I am a woman. They mention they have grants out there. I've heard lots of celebrities say they have grants set aside for people like me. When you go on their website, they actually have the same guidelines and the same principles, where you basically have to go through the same exact filing even to qualify for some of these so-called assistance programs for minority business owners. And so I just wanted to share The frustration, because I've been working really hard. When I see people saying they've been hanging out, drinking at home and, eating or bored and don't have anything to do, ever since they shut down things on March 17th, I've been working my tail off. I've been getting up every morning, Zooming 5, 6 classes a day, sometimes 7 classes a day, teaching myself, because I also teach cardio kickboxing. I teach my Afro-Caribbean groups fitness class that I mentioned. I teach body sculpting. So I'm not only setting up the Zoom, I'm also teaching. I'm not only doing my marketing, my payroll, I'm doing everything by myself, just so we don't have to shut down our doors. Because I've worked 7 years to build this business where my children were in diapers. And now my kids are 7 and 9 years old, and I am still working on keeping our doors open through a virtual world until we figure out what phase in California we fall in. Because right now, everything else is opening up, parks, beaches, retail stores, but the boutique fitness space, we don't fit in. I don't understand. They're lumping us into the bigger gyms, which has a bigger crowd of people. But honestly, I feel like if churches are essential, if shops and restaurants are essential, your health is essential. Working out is a way to build your immune system. Working out is a way to make sure that you don't get sick, because you want to build up your cardiovascular strength. You want to build up your lung capacity. How about letting people know about nutrients and supplements they need to be taking? More vitamin D. There's a study that just said, we know that this pandemic is affecting people of color more than any other group out there. Black, Latinos, even Asians out here, Pacific Islanders. And they're doing studies saying that the reason why is because a lot of people with darker skin have a low vitamin D level. Where I take vitamin D every other day, 5,000 IUs. I take vitamin C, zinc. I take my multivitamins. I take all of my nutrients. And we need to be educating people on the things that they can do to build their immune system, like the right supplements, nutrients, the right diet, as well as physical fitness. Working out is something that helps build the immune system. So the fact that they won't open gyms or boutique fitness studios that are smaller gyms or smaller locations, I don't understand. Because if you want people to be able to fight this virus, if you want people to be able to stay healthy and not end up in the hospital and not end up getting sick from COVID-19, shouldn't we be focusing on what we can do to prevent it? Shouldn't we be focusing on ways where we can stop people from needing to go to the hospital because they built up their immune system strong enough from a good diet, from exercise, from good nutrients, and also a good, strong mental health? Because physical fitness is not only for the physical health, physical fitness is for your mental health. If you don't work out, if you don't dance, if you don't do something with the community where you're being active and listening to music, studies and researchers have said that to wait this month, the month of May, is Mental Health Awareness Month. And there's been studies after studies and research that says when people get together as a community, now right now we have an online community and we have an online family. And I love my students, I love my clients, and I love my instructors who've been ride or die. My instructors are incredible. They've been supportive. They've been here. They've been live streaming. They show up one instructor at a time in the studio by themselves. One instructor at a time will teach a class. We wipe down, we clean down everything, and then the next instructor comes in and we all step out. And this is our online community. So I love my instructors who've been with me through this whole time. Instructors that need to make some money because they can't even do Uber, they can't even do babysitting job, they can't do any of the jobs that they were doing. So the virtual online classes are the only things that we have to try to help our instructors. But concluding with May being Mental Health Awareness Month, people need some type of physical fitness where they can hear music and dance and work out and move their bodies to stay sane during this crazy time and this crazy day and age of COVID-19. So again, this is Trina Robinson Kemie here in Burbank, California, owner of Rockstar Dance Fitness, founder of RS Confidence Academy, our nonprofit, as well as creator of Afro-Caribbean Groups Fitness. I wanted to share my story because I am one of those small business owners, minority business owners, and healthy African American woman that even though they say the pandemic and this whole COVID-19 is more likely to kill us, where I'm one of the healthy ones that's trying to keep us healthy and keep everyone healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and of course, spiritually. So I hope this message helps anyone out there to know that you're not alone if you are also in the same boat as a personal trainer or as a fitness instructor, even as a dancer, because I know it's hard for a lot of us that are used to dancing or performing or teaching and having a crowd of people that we actually connect with, and that's the way we make a living. So I just wanted to share this with you because as a business owner, as a fitness instructor, as a mom of two, homeschooling during all of this, as well as trying to keep my business going so we don't have to shut down our doors, I want everyone to know you're not in this alone. And I hope that the story that I'm sharing also helps and let you guys know that you're not alone. But keep going, keep going. The beautiful thing about our business, we've been able to keep going, even though we've lost 70% of our business. We've still been able to keep our doors open by live streaming, and some of our amazing, amazing clients have donated to us small donations that helped. Hey, take this donation so that way it can cover some of your rent. Take this donation so that way it can help pay for some of your instructors who really need the money. Some of our instructors who do this as a hobby and have a full-time job, they donated their paycheck to the next instructor so they can have money as well. Because we know not everybody is getting help from these stimulus checks. Not every small business is getting support. So please, I hope that you keep going. I hope that you stay strong, stay healthy, but stay focused and keep your eye on the prize, because this too shall pass. And let's do whatever we have to do to keep everyone healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And we will get through this together. We are alone at home, but we're not alone together. We have a community of people who understand. Thank you so much. Again, this is Trina Robinson Kemie in Burbank, California, and I look forward to seeing everyone in the public soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day.